Hi, my name is Lori McKenzie, and I'm here graduating with the class of 2011.
My name is Steve Science. I'm here representing the Diesel Department.
My name is Daryl. I got an Associates in Liberal Arts and Associates with a focus on German language. And I just want to give a shout out to my mom. Mom, love you.
My name is Justin Carrasco, and my major is Business Management.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Castillo. My major is in nursing, and I would like to congratulate all the students for 2011.
Congratulations, class of 2011. Woohoo! We did it!
All right, to the graduating class of 2011, congratulations. We're so very proud of you. I hope that you look at this as a new chapter, a new beginning in your life, not the end. So continue to make us proud. Continue your quest for education or whatever you're striving for, and we look forward to hearing about your stories in the future. So congratulations and go Vikings.
Welcome to the Long Beach City College 2011 Commencement. Would you please stand while the Long Beach City College Brass Ensemble, under the direction of Brian Hamilton and Dr. Gary Scott, sing our national anthem.
so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Would you please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? Would you please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? Right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you please be seated? Good evening and welcome. My name is Desiree Tessier, and I have the pleasure of serving as a president of the Associated Student Body of Long Beach City College. It is an honor to stand before you as we salute our graduates and certificate recipients. This evening is special because it celebrates what we as students have looked forward to and worked hard to achieve. This ceremony acknowledges the efforts of thousands of students who receive important milestones in their education this year. This evening is also special because as students, we are aware that we are receiving more than a degree or certificate this evening. We are receiving new and exciting opportunities. This opportunity include transfers to other colleges and universities, embarking upon new careers, advancing in present careers, and improving the lives of our families. The knowledge gained from our faculty and the experiences gained in our co-curricular programs will empower us to take advantage of these opportunities. We've been prepared academically, socially, and professionally. For over 83 years, graduates and certificate recipients have taken the skills and knowledge gained at Long Beach City College and turned these important values into better futures for ourselves and our families. Now it's our turn. Once again, welcome to the Long Beach City College 2011 Commencement Ceremonies.
Hello. It's a little windy up here. As the President of the Academic Senate, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you here tonight. The faculty of this college takes great pride in your achievements. Aristotle said that the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Certainly many of you can remember the bitter parts of your education. You got your final exams, your term papers, labs, even that stats or calculus class you had to take. You remember the times where you were pushed to your limits and wondered if you would succeed. Tonight is a chance to taste the sweet fruits of your labors. Each of you has reached an important milestone in your lives. The degrees and certificates you have earned literally have the power to change the trajectory of your life and of your families. The changes that you have experienced because of your education will have far-reaching effects in our community. We as faculty thank you for dedicating the time, stamina, and courage that it has taken to reach this goal. Each of us is here tonight to recognize your achievement and to savor this moment with you. I will leave you with a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Please take your dreams and make a beautiful future. We're counting on each of you. Congratulations. Good job. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of Long Beach City College's 2011 graduating class, Miss Kelly Green. I'm going to eat this thing. Miss Green has a distinguished academic career in her time here at Long Beach City College. She graduates today with a perfect 4.0 grade point average, and that in itself deserves a round of applause. Well done. However, she has not only distinguished herself in the classroom, she has been a leader within and beyond our campus. She was elected by her peers to serve as the student representative on the Board of Trustees, helped found the local chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society at LBCC, and spent last summer helping improve the effectiveness of microloan programs in Uganda. For these reasons and many others, she was one of 20 students in the United States and one of only 3 from California who were named to the USA Today All-American Academic Team. Yeah. It is my pleasure to invite Ms. Kelly Green to share her thoughts and reflections with us. Class of 2011, please help congratulate your valedictorian and welcome her to the podium. This is a plaque for her that we're going to be giving to her right now, and congratulations once again.
Congratulations, classmates. And congratulations to you, the family and friends who've supported us and encouraged us. You share our honor this day. We also share this honor with our professors. Because of your inspiration, we'll be lifelong learners and instruments of positive change. We also want to acknowledge our Long Beach City College staff members, our behind-the-scenes heroes, and our administrators who are charged with providing the implements of our success on an ever-dwindling budget. On behalf of the class of 2011, I thank you all for what you've contributed to our moment and for how you've blessed us. So, who am I to speak on behalf of this distinguished class? Truthfully, I'm a very ordinary person. And while I'd like to believe that I'm incredibly gifted and talented, the truth is I'm just an ordinary person who has stretched herself to extraordinary lengths. So this is the place in my original speech where I went on to talk about distance and how to reach extraordinary lengths. But Mark Taylor, our Director of Community Relations, said, Kelly, you have to talk about yourself. You know, you're the valedictorian and people want to hear about who you are. And it's difficult for me to talk about where I come from because thank you. I have such a deep sense of shame about having been an addict. It's difficult for me to accept this accolade because my shame makes me feel like I owe my family and I owe my community and I owe my country for all I've taken. But Mark Taylor said that I have to tell my story. So therefore, one of 2 things are going to happen here. One, I have to say that Mark used to be one of my favorite staff members. It's funny because it's true. I'm kidding. And secondly, I have a story to tell. When I first stepped foot on campus here at Long Beach City College, I was hopelessly addicted to methamphetamines. My mental state was deteriorating to the point that I thought I was being followed. I thought my phone was tapped. I mean, logic would try to step in, and I'd ask myself, like, Kelly, nobody calls you. Like, why would they tap your phone? I mean, what is so interesting about you going back and forth to school that someone would follow you? But anyway, crazy people tend to be preoccupied with those thoughts. I wrote a joke here and I just messed it all up. But anyway, like, I was always concerned with they, like they were following me, they were listening. And, if you asked a crazy person, like, who is they? You'd probably get the answer, like President Bush, Kirstie Alley, Ringo Starr. Like, come on. But I wasn't quite that advanced. But one day I did fear that my professors and my entire class were plotting against me. And so that fear was gripping me to the point that after class, I talked to my professor and I said, now this is going to sound crazy and I am on drugs, but I believe that you and the class are involved in a plot against me. So it's laughable today, but the fear was so real at that time, and this professor was so kind and so patient while he listened to me confront my fears and confront my addiction and come to terms with the fact that I'd been ignoring God's call. So, my professor said to me, kiddo, I want you to go get yourself some help. I want you to come back here, and I want you to give this a real shot. So on November 7th of 2005, I entered treatment, and in the fall of 2007, I came back here, and today I stand before you, and I believe I've given this a real shot. Thank you. At the start of my return, the journey was about proving to myself that I belonged in school. And next, it morphed into an attempt to separate myself from the person that I used to be. Each semester, I set a new goal in order to get away from me. I entered the honors program, and when that was a success, I tried out for student government. And when that went well, I got involved in the Viking Volunteers program. And in truth, I just Forrest Gumped my way through this process until the spirit of volunteerism brought me to Uganda, Africa. In Uganda, my purpose became perfect. Working with women who had experienced what had led me to self-destruction. 1 in 3 Ugandan women are sexually abused or raped in their lifetime. And so, when I worked with these women, I taught them about business planning and how to turn their subsistence farms into money-making ventures. And at the end of that, we had a commencement ceremony for them. Each woman had a completed business plan. Each woman received a diploma. And I had fundraised for a grant for them so they could start their businesses. And so, like their commencement story, I could see the work that God has done in me being magnified in them. So here I am with a plan for the future, a diploma and scholarships. Today the old is past and the new has come. Today's success is a triumph over evil in whatever form it comes. And that's my story, from hell to Yale. Thank you. My message to you, classmates, is that we have to envision the distance we want to reach, and we have to go to any lengths to reach it. And then when we do reach it, set our sights on a new horizon. Remember that when someone tells us that we're dreaming the impossible dream, that never means it can't be accomplished. We have to defy the word no. We have to reject the naysayers and their stupid little notion that our dreams are impossible. Take the word no for what it really means, not right now or not this person, but never take it to mean that we can't. I say get the word can't out of your vocabulary too, because Almighty Providence will have his way, and anything we attempt to build on the bedrock of truth and goodness is possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Wasn't that quite a stirring speech? Please, one more round of applause for Kelly Green. I don't think I've ever had a student speaker ever make me cry, Kelly, but you just did. And by the way, professors plotting against you is a possibility. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, just one. The guy in the back here. Good evening. As president of Long Beach City College, it's my great pleasure to welcome each of you here tonight. It's also my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, someone who's not only a great friend of this college, but a great friend to myself as well, Superintendent of Long Beach Unified School District, Christopher Steinhauser. Chris Steinhauser has served as superintendent of the Long Beach Unified School District since 2002. As a 30-year veteran educator in Long Beach's diverse school system, Steinhauser has earned a national reputation for improving student achievement and closing achievement gaps. Under his leadership, LBUSD has earned the National Broad Prize for Urban Education and has qualified as a finalist for the award 5 times. Last year, McKinsey & Company named the Long Beach Unified School District as one of the world's 20 leading school systems and one of the top 3 in the U.S. for sustained and significant improvement in student learning. I think that deserves a round of applause. I think you have a fan club out there, Chris. Superintendent Steinhauser is a product of the Long Beach College Promise. He graduated from Wilson High School. I'm sure there's a few Bruins out there. Attended Long Beach City College and earned his bachelor's and master's degree at California State University, Long Beach. Simply put, Superintendent Steinhauser is one of the top education leaders in the country. This community is very lucky to have him leading our schools, and we are lucky to have him as our commencement speaker today. Please join me in welcoming Superintendent Steinhauser to the podium.
Thank you, President Oakley. And Kelly is why I became a teacher 31 years ago. I want to thank you for the courage and the honesty to tell that story. That's what an education is all about. Let's give her another round of applause. My priest told me I need to keep this short and sweet. That's how he does all his gospels. So I promise to talk to you like Kelly did from the heart. But before I start my formal comments, I want to take this opportunity to thank President Oakley and all the trustees here at Long Beach City College for their ongoing support of the Long Beach College Promise and for seamless education. Through their actions, you're assisting thousands of our students in the Long Beach Unified School District achieve the American dream, like the class here will be achieving today. And we are becoming the model for all urban centers across America and how education systems can work together, school systems and public universities. So let's give yourselves a round of applause for being such an outstanding college. 31 years ago, I was sitting across the street at my commencement here at Long Beach City College waiting to receive my diploma, just like all of you are here tonight, except for I think this class is a little bigger than mine. That day was bittersweet for me because I was really excited about achieving the first step in my goal to become an elementary school teacher. Both my parents dropped out of high school when they were 16, and so from an early age, it was drilled into me that you would go to college because that was the key to success in America. And I wanted to make my parents proud, and I wanted to make my younger siblings proud of me, too. I had 3 younger brothers. Well, what was supposed to be one of the greatest joys was also one of the saddest moments of my life. 2 months before I was to walk across the stage and receive my graduation with my Associated Arts degree, my father was killed in a tragic accident. It was in a split second that my world had been turned upside down. Instead of concentrating on my transfer from Long Beach City to Cal State Long Beach, I all of a sudden was concentrating on how I was going to help my mom and my younger brothers through the new responsibilities I was going to be given. The number one thought I can remember back then, how in the world was I going to be able to complete college and do what I needed to do as an important member of this family? Well, I'm proud to say that through the efforts of the outstanding faculty and staff here at LBCC, my family and friends, I was able to get through that dark chapter of my life and, to be honest with you, achieve all my dreams. When I attended classes 2 days after my father had died, Mrs. Selena Velarde, Mr. Hunt, my favorite history teacher, I'm a history major, and Dr. Kneisel, along with many other faculty and staff, supported and assisted me through this very, very difficult period. I owe these individuals a debt of gratitude for taking time out of their busy schedule to make sure that one of their students stayed on course. They went way above and beyond whatever they needed to do. I had always known that I had great teachers here at Long Beach City College, but what I didn't realize at that time as a 20-year-old, that I was a part of an extended family. That being a Viking wasn't just a number. I wasn't just a number. I was really an important piece. And that's a membership that will never go away. As you can see, I'm a Viking today, 31 years later. All of you have a unique story to tell on how you got here tonight, and we heard Kelly's just a minute ago. Each of you knows what it took for you to get here. Part of that story is that you all stayed on the course because you had a network of support just like I did. For some of you, this network is very extensive, and for others, it's having that one confidant, that one mentor that you can always go to. My parents always told me that a college education was the key to the American dream, and once you receive this key, nobody could take it away, and it would open so many doors that they were endless. And my parents, even though they dropped out of college, I consider them some of the most gifted educators in America. Tonight, all of you are receiving this precious key, and you should be very proud of all of your accomplishments. With the critical thinking skills and the knowledge you've learned here at Long Beach City College, you are prepared to face the challenges and any obstacle that comes before you. The success of our economy and our national security depend on how well you use these skills in the future, so you make this community a better place to work, live, and raise a family. Please join me, class of 2011, in giving your staff here, all the teachers and administrators, a round of applause for everything they've done for you. Today, you're ending one chapter of your journey and at the same time getting ready to start the next. For some of you, this chapter will be furthering your education. For others, it's going to go directly to that career of your choice. And for some of you, it's going to take a little break from studying and enjoying the beautiful things that this planet has to offer. Wherever your journey takes you, always remember that someone helped you get here. And the one thing I ask that you do before you leave tonight, before this week is over, please take time out of your busy schedule and thank those who helped you on this journey. That's the greatest gift you can. Class of 2011, we are so proud of you. This community is so proud of you. And always remember, you have been given the greatest gift here at Long Beach City College, and you have a moral obligation to give it back to others who are going to go behind you. Congratulations, and keep up the great job.
Thank you, Superintendent Steinhauser. And on behalf of the students, faculty, and staff, and the administration of Long Beach City College, we thank you for giving us your time, your words of wisdom, and for serving as our speaker. And as a token of our appreciation, we don't want you to go away empty-handed. We have a little gift for you that on a night like tonight will hopefully keep you warm. Have your very own Long Beach City College sweatshirt.
I told you, once a Viking, always a Viking. Hey.
Thank you, Chris.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Greg Peterson, Vice President for Student Support Services. And tonight I have the pleasure of recognizing students who have earned certificates as a result of successfully completing occupational, vocational, and technical courses at Long Beach City College. These students have acquired specific job skills that will help prepare them for employment in their chosen career fields. The faculty members who teach in the areas awarding certificates understand the importance of preparing our students to meet this challenge, and they do an amazing job. Long Beach City College offers nearly 100 certificates programs ranging from aviation to welding technology. This year, a total of 555 certificates will be awarded. Each recipient participating today should be proud of his or her achievement. Each of you has proven that you are ready to make a contribution in the workplace. We hope that many of you who are receiving certificates today will be motivated to continue your education and complete a degree as well. You have worked very hard to attain these certificates, and today we are pleased to recognize you for your accomplishments. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Now, if all the recipients of the certificates will please stand, and will Board President Doug Otto come forward to confer the certificates. Board President Otto, I am pleased to present the recipients of occupational and vocational certificates for the 2010-2011 academic year.
Good evening. Based on the recommendation of the faculty and by the powers vested in me as president of the Long Beach Community College District Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to confer upon each of you the certificates to which you are entitled. The Board of Trustees congratulates every one of you for your achievements. At the direction of the marshals, please come forward to receive your certificates.
Fernando Henry.
Sharon Elizabeth McMillian.
Kana Kashawadani.
Vincent Lydell Smith.
Keith Eric Chacon.
Chakria Long.
Bernice Cardoso.
Callan Toom.
Patricia Trujillo.
Daniel Vivona.
Jose Guzman.
Lavinia Hankerson.
Kenneth R. Venzel.
Deanna Allen.
Salvatore Angias.
Peter Angias.
Sergio Cruz.
Tai Ting Fong.
Steve Sines.
Zakira Wilkerson.
Sif Ishmael.
Jessica Ann Harris.
Amanda Ho.
Francisco Cervantes.
Christopher Macias.
No Moran.
Carlos Eduardo Garcia. Maria Vieira.
Fernando Villanueva.
Tina Marie Armstrong.
No Donnelly.
Caller Richardson.
Alicia Earl.
Edric Burke.
Hongmei Su.
Danny Samana.
Ricky Lambert.
Amanda Osmond.
Latanya Milton.
Robert Sawyer.
Maxine Cook.
Marco Martinez.
Javon Hicks.
Stanford Jackson.
Martha Cabañas.
Brian Lopez.
Dante Golden.
Juan Posada.
Myrner Vercher. Juan
Panheet Jemsing.
Juan Castro.
Jamie Lee Santo Domingo.
Erica Krug.
Levon Sigurdsson.
Monica Solis.
Deborah Coran.
Jeannie Gray Garcia.
Haney Nabil Israel.
Thomas Aird.
Candice Gaynell Bjorkman.
Sandy Salina.
Fernando L. Madrigal.
Ruth Lizette Guzman. Mariana De Souza.
Sorry. Please be seated. Now it is my pleasure to recognize the scholarship recipients and honor graduates for the 2010-2011 academic year. Long Beach City College has one of the largest scholarship programs at the community college level in the United States. 706 students applied for scholarships this year. From that group, 531 are receiving 628 scholarships. That is over 75% of all applicants. This year, our students were awarded over $425,000 in scholarships. Nearly every student who applied and held a grade point average of 3.0 or higher received a scholarship. This tells you about the wonderful success of our scholarship program. Within that group of scholars, 48 students were carrying a perfect grade point average of 4.0 when they applied. The oldest scholarship recipient this year is 72 years of age. And the youngest recipient is 17 years of age. On behalf of the college, I want to express our appreciation to both the individuals and organizations listed in your program that have made it possible for many of our students to continue their education. Please join me in a round of applause to thank these donors. I would also like to thank the staff from Foundation and Scholarship offices and the faculty members who helped select the recipients for their commitment to our students. Finally, will all of the graduates and certificate recipients who received a scholarship while at Long Beach City College please stand in order to be recognized? Congratulations to each and every one of you. You may be seated. The class of 2010-2011 consists of 1,509 members, 954 graduates who have earned Associates of Arts or Associate of Science degrees, and 555 students who have earned certificates. Long Beach City College hosts 2 chapters of Alpha Gamma Sigma, the Academic Honor Society for students in community colleges. The Delta and Kappa chapters represent the Pacific Coast Campus and the Liberal Arts Campus, respectively. You can recognize these individuals by the special pins and honor stoles they are wearing. Will those graduates who have been granted associate and or permanent status in Alpha Gamma Sigma please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 4 Long Beach City College students were recently recognized by Phi Theta Kappa, the National Scholastic Society for Community Colleges, when they were named to the All-California Academic Team. This organization recently recognized students from the 109 California community colleges as the best students throughout the state. These students are members of this graduating class, and we want to recognize them. They are wearing the All California Recognition Medallion, which was awarded at a special ceremony in Sacramento. We would like to acknowledge LBCC's All California academic team: Kelly Green, Tu Yin Win, Crystal Wright, and Alejandra Tapia. Honor students are those individuals who will be graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or better. A total of 109 students from the class of 2010-2011 fall into this category. Congratulations. Honors graduates who earned a 3.5 to a 3.749 cumulative grade point average can be recognized by the gold tassels on their mortarboards. There are 66 graduates in this category. Will those graduates in attendance with cumulative grade point averages from 3.5 to 3.749 please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Students graduating with high honors are those who have earned a 3.75 to 3.99 cumulative grade point average. There are 39 graduates in this category. These students can be recognized by the gold tassels on their mortarboards and the gold braid on their honor hoods. Will all graduates in attendance with cumulative grade point averages from 3.75 to 3.99 please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. This year, we have 4 students graduating with highest honors, a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. These students can also be recognized by the gold tassels on the mortarboard and the gold braid on the honor hood. Please recognize our 4.0 graduates as they stand. Jerry May Ibale, Kelly K. Green, Delphine Lawrence, and Chaosuk Yek. President's Scholars are graduates who have attained superior achievement in the Long Beach City College Honors Program. In addition to the usual requirements for graduation, our President's Scholars must also successfully complete a core of honors courses with a minimum grade point average of 3.5 and also have a minimum cumulative grade point average of 3.5. They can be recognized by their gold medallions and will be receiving their diplomas first. This year, there are 4 graduates being recognized as President's Scholars. Some graduated last December and are not able to be with us this evening. For those who are, would you please stand to be recognized? Scott Calhoun, Kelly Green, Veronica Lepes, and Jose Simbel. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and staff of Long Beach City College, congratulations to each and every student mentioned for your special achievements. Thank you.
All right, we're almost there. But I'm going to get comfortable up here for a little while. Good evening, buenas noches, and welcome to Long Beach City College. And to all the friends and family of the graduating class of 2011, thank you for being here. I'm proud to serve as the president of Long Beach City College. This is truly a wonderful institution. And today we celebrate the achievements of not only our students, but of their families, friends, faculty, and everyone who had a hand in making this evening possible. So before we begin, let me ask all of the families and supporters of our students who are here today to please stand for a big thank you and a round of applause. As a proud parent of a Long Beach City College Viking graduate, I understand how happy you are today. But believe me, the pushing doesn't end after today. You have to keep pushing. For more than 83 years, LBCC has been about students and their success. This day is no different. Tonight's commencement marks a new beginning of a new chapter in the lives of our graduates. A chapter that will be filled with new challenges, new opportunities, and many successes. I would be remiss if I did not say a word about a couple of our outstanding graduates tonight. You have already heard from our valedictorian, Ms. Kelly Green. Another LBCC graduate received a national acclaim this year by receiving the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Scholarship. This is one of the most competitive awards in the United States. Over 800 students applied, and only about 60 students receive the $90,000 award. One of your fellow Vikings, Michelle Paycheck, won that award this year, the third time in the last 7 years that an LBCC Viking has achieved that wonderful recognition. So please give a round of applause to Michelle. Finally, I want to recognize one more student who has been awarded the President's Pathway Scholarship to CSU Dominguez Hills, Ms. Veronica Lepez. Veronica, can you stand up again? Her parents should be very happy because this is a full tuition award, and it's the second time this annual scholarship has been awarded to an LBCC graduate. Tonight is the beginning, not the end of a journey, for these students and for every other student here tonight. This is a journey of learning, growing, and most importantly, as Chris Steinhauser said, giving. With a degree or certificate that they receive tonight comes the assurance that our students have received one of the best educations from one of the best faculty in the great state of California. And speaking of our faculty, at this time I ask that our faculty please rise to be recognized for their wonderful accomplishments that you see demonstrated here today. Faculty. Let me also ask that all of the classified staff who are here tonight and have worked so hard and tirelessly to make the LBCC experience the best it can be, to please rise and also be recognized. Classified staff. And finally, let us recognize all of the dedicated managers and administrators that made this evening possible and who are here tonight. Will all of our managers and administrators please stand to be recognized? At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the Platform Party. This year, we recognize several outstanding colleagues who all went far beyond what their job descriptions require them to serve our students, and we are honored by their presence here tonight. Please welcome Mr. Brent Gilmore from Academic Services, Ms. Vicki Lurch, Associate Vice President's Office at PCC, Robert Sparks, Mail Services, and Laura Verbrick, Drafting Department. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all of your great work. Each year, we have a former graduate of LBCC here to represent our great alumni. This year, we have Dr. Stu Farber, Dean Emeritus at CSULB. Dr. Farber, like Superintendent Steinhauser, is also a product of the Long Beach College Promise. He grew up in Long Beach and attended Long Beach Poly High. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few jackrabbits out there. And then he attended Long Beach City College, where he was the quarterback on the Junior Rose Bowl National Championship football team. So you see that 1950 championship banner up there, that's Stu's. He also served as the Associated Student Body Vice President and graduated from LBCC with honors. He earned a Master's of Arts degree from Cal State Long Beach and a doctorate from UCLA. He served Cal State Long Beach for 42 years as a professor of health science, dean of students, assistant vice president, director of student life. He has produced many publications and has made numerous contributions to the university, including developing the Disabled Students and Services Office. In 2007, he was inducted into the LBCC Alumni Hall of Fame. He continues to support LBCC through the athletics program, a leadership scholarship, the President's Circle, and the LBCC Foundation Board. Stu, can you stand? Stu, thank you for being with us this evening and for being such a great Viking. You give our students a wonderful example of a life well lived and an example to which we can all aspire. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you. Let me now introduce the members of my executive committee. Mr. Donald Burrs, Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs. Ms. Luann Bynum, Vice President of Economic and Resource Development. Ms. Anne-Marie Gable, Vice President of Administrative Services. Dr. Greg Peterson, Vice President of Student Support Services. Rose Delgadio, Vice President of Human Resources. Dr. Byron D. Cliff Breland, Associate Vice President of Pacific Coast Campus. And Dr. Virginia Baxter, Executive Director of the Long Beach City College Foundation. Let me also introduce the other members of the platform. You've already met, but please let me introduce again our Academic Senate President, Kevin Ryan. Ms. Desiree Tessier, Associated Student Body President. Mr. Dwayne Schaefer, CCA President. Ms. Cindy Fry, CHI President. And let me also recognize Ms. Alta Costa, President of the AFT. Finally, I want to introduce the elected members of the Board of Trustees for the Long Beach Community College District. And let me say that these individuals put our students at the heart of everything they do for this college. Let me welcome our Board President, Mr. Douglas W. Otto, serving Area 4. Vice President of the Board, Mr. Roberto Uranga, serving Area 2. Board Member Mark J. Bowen, serving Area 3. Board Member Jeffrey A. Kellogg, serving Area 1. Board Member Thomas Clark, serving Area 5, could not be here this evening because he had some surgery today, but he is here in spirit as always. And finally, I want to introduce our student trustee who is also here getting ready to receive his diploma, Mr. Gavin Centeno. And now, let me say a few words to our graduates. First of all, it's great to stand here today and look at you. I know I've run into many of you over the course of your days here at Long Beach City College, and I'm so proud to see you come here to this day today. I'm very proud of your achievements, as we are all. For many of you, getting to this day was a struggle, and at times, an improbable dream. But you persevered, and you did succeed. Congratulations to all of you. I know as a community college student myself, and as an individual who came out of the military to come back to school, I know what it means to meet some of those challenges. Certainly our valedictorian knows what it means to meet some of those challenges, and all of you have had your own challenges. But for the grace of God, we are all here today. So thank you for choosing Long Beach City College. Please continue to remember that you are always Vikings and you are always welcome here at Long Beach City College. And I hope that you reach out. Reach out to your family members, to your friends, to those of you who you are going to touch, and make sure that they understand the value of your experience here at Long Beach City College. And also remember, as was said earlier, to give back. You do have a responsibility. You've been given a gift. You've been given a gift and supported by your friends and family, by your faculty members, by the staff here at Long Beach City College. And we all need you to go out into society and do your good work, because that's what this is all about. For you to go out and make our communities a little bit better than they were yesterday. I look forward to your good work. I look forward to seeing you progress and achieve all the great things that you will. And again, I'm so very proud to see you all here today. So congratulations to our class of 2011. And at this time, I would like to invite Board President Doug Otto to join me at the podium for the presentation of the class of 2011. Can I ask all the associate degree recipients to please stand? Board President Otto, I present you the Long Beach City College graduates of 2011.
President Oakley, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept the class of 2011. I would like to thank you, the faculty, staff, and administration for the countless contributions each has made to help these students achieve their educational dreams. And now, to every person who earned a degree or certificate here tonight, I offer you the congratulations of the entire Board of Trustees. You are the reason Long Beach City College exists, to educate students and to help them to reach their career and life goals. We share the pride of every family member here watching you tonight. Congratulations for proving to the world that you can set goals and attain them with the assistance of the faculty and the staff here at Long Beach City College. You have made us and your loved ones very, very proud. Go out now and make your mark in the world in your career or in the next chapter of your education. However, please do not forget where you got your start. I invite and hope that every one of you will stay involved with Long Beach City College after tonight as part of the alumni and foundation activities which are available. As has been mentioned several times tonight, once a Viking, always a Viking, and it will stand you well in your course through life. I am deeply honored to represent the board at this podium today. We congratulate each and every graduate and extend to you our very best wishes. Now, based on the recommendation of the faculty and the powers vested in me as president of the Long Beach City College Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Associate of Arts or Associate of Sciences. You are graduates.
Rory Elizabeth Woodbury.
Manuel Omar Perez.
Absalon Trinidad Martinez.
Rio Kubochi.
Ernesto Rodriguez.
Joanna Provençal.
Jessica D. Ramos.
Kimberly Friedrich.
Chausuk Yak.
Katrina Tasha Locke.
Evelyn Charlotte Howe.
Melissa Wood.
Scott W. Kessler.
Flora Alejo Manrique.
Jose Alfonso Simbal.
Veronica Linda Lopez.
Linda Kring.
Melanie Ratman.
Jasmine Anique Pelt.
Christopher Bowling.
Edith Suarez.
Deborah Baldwin.
Mark Morano.
Jenny L. Hutchinson.
Jerry Marlowe.
Yarusa Azaria.
Cecilia Lamb.
Paula Gaucher.
Christopher Robert Blonger.
Ho Yi Chu.
Matilde Ibarra.
Rosalinda P. Ortiz Luis.
Monica Cervola.
Rena Atherton.
Samuel Cabrera.
Sophie Mounier.
Robina Scales.
Edith Cars.
Benjamin Fearson.
John Nguyen.
Takesha LaShawn Williams.
Cheryl Anderson.
Robin Bridges.
Jennifer Castillo.
Tamara Natalie Lincoln.
Patricia Smith.
Rachel Pearson.
Dana Thomas.
Daniel Piku.
Dorothy E. Pitts.
Elizabeth Piku.
Ana Elizabeth Banuelos.
Alicia Flores.
Jean Lee Worth.
Tamika Moore.
Christian Dumatrosh.
Delilah Gay Brown.
Yvette Shoemaker.
Richie Ojeda.
Jennifer McDevitt.
Raymond Whaley.
Shauna Catterall.
Edward Burgos.
Yvette Howard.
Justin Ray Carrasco.
David Anthony Correa.
Marilu Aguilar Moreno.
Jennifer Vargas.
John Murray.
Raquel Harris Baez.
Jackie Mays.
Cara Castillo McCarthy.
Kay Sophia Yuan.
Crystal Bun Chan.
Roxana Sarceseno.
Sophia Keene.
Ashley M. Perez.
Blanca Estela Rosales.
Marco Antonio Henry Jr.
I want to get this right. Rayken Ku'u Pananay.
Jennifer Seraphin.
Congratulations. Martha Lizeth Perez.
Desiree Rivera.
Ramon S. Riego.
Angelica Valdivia.
Ashley Cooper.
Elisa Benitez. Excuse me.
Jacob T. Miller.
Vanna Yi.
Risa Kaneko.
Lori Yang.
Dora Garcia.
Estela Ganuza.
Antonia Oyoke.
Ramona Amaro.
Kai A. Roberson.
Angelica Valencia.
Brisada Favela.
Daryl Ellis Jr.
Gloribel Santos.
Ernesto Solorzano Jr.
Marie Montoya.
Cindy Salazar.
Myra Marlene Hernandez.
Johnny G. Hernandez.
Punipuao Itula Corbelo.
Keon Relaford.
Colisha Rochelle Copeland.
Portia Alfred Smith.
Linda Clavel.
Adriana Fuentes.
Jose Cabrera.
Ana Montiel.
Miriam May.
Brandon Summers.
Mark Jorda.
Maria Estela Young.
Sheena McAllister.
Yolanda O. Williams. That's fine.
Macareg Melvin L. Macarale.
Maria R. Droz. Thank you.
Sean Alexander Wallace.
Timothy Doherty.
Eric Eugene Peterson.
Grace Capril.
Lan Chi Nguyen.
Luz A. Ruiz. Excuse me.
Edmund Raflores.
Elizabeth Hernandez.
Randy Reyes Quiloan.
Nancy Lisette Ceron.
Christopher Eric Leon.
Jewel Hardison.
Linda Parra.
Carlos Jacobo Jr.
Ricardo Lopez.
Mayra Ochoa.
Javier Tomas.
Ariana Tatiana Aris.
Marisela Tovar.
Hazel Perez.
Gina Rivas.
Marisol Guzman.
Linda Macias.
Rafael Rion.
Alana Stover.
Gilda Monterosas.
Greg Crawford.
Juana Hernandez.
Vanessa Sanchez.
Lori K. McKenzie.
Brenda Rodriguez.
Renee Valencia.
Joanne Michelle Valdez.
Pablo Galindo.
Ronald Surreal.
Monica Cervantes.
Megan Mikhail Serrano.
Maria D. Segovia.
Gloria Mendez.
Myra Lisa Caballero.
Lisbeth Rodriguez.
Levi Cajas.
Lindsay Fine.
Ralphie Rodriguez.
Ellie L. Hesse.
Alonzo Mendoza.
Vincent Robert Swain.
Anthony Carlos Powers.
Beatriz Alcaraz.
Larry Camacho.
Johnny Polk.
Maria Fabiola Mireles.
John Van Nguyen.
Claudia Gutierrez.
Green Whitaker.
Shelly Hernandez.
Norma Johnston.
Andy Caldera.
Christopher Duong.
Alfredo Ramirez.
Janet Espinosa.
Frank John Reggiani, Jr.
Fabiola Eveline Garchon.
Faranghorn Nakao.
Roy Wilkins.
Rhonda Cox.
Janice C. Stanley Milton.
Candace Ray Holyfield.
Carla Lynn Allison.
Stephanie Licklider.
Fidelina Gonzalez.
Sonia Nold.
Marco Ramon.
Makiba James.
Anna Soksambath Chai.
Amerlian Pasiana.
Jason C. Mendoza.
Rebecca Renee Sawyer.
Roman Cases.
Carmen Melina Greenponce O'Donnell.
Rafael Santiesteban.
Naaman Poinsett.
Leo Cabon.
Tamlin Karogi.
Mariano Bacalones.
Felix Varela.
Hera Null.
Lisa Nicole Ortega.
Seha Chen.
Rosena Tan.
Suzanne Kelly.
Joanne Pexon Norico.
Donna K. Troon.
Vanken Peñaflor.
So Pip Men.
Sadral Odobai.
Elda Laura.
Diane Trisha Wong Chung.
Aman Ben.
Pinky Lauren.
Dennis Perez.
Rose Marie Regolado.
Brian Vincent.
Mary Norman.
Carla Lynette Mixon.
Charlene Phillip.
Alexandra Ramirez.
Maria Rosas.
Pip Fun.
Lihan KU.
Amanda Zimmerman.
Anthony Quintero.
Kristen Lavia.
Soforn Van.
Akari Yoniraki.
David Da Moon.
Sandra Habib. Hi. Sorry.
Ocean Stones McKay Agatot.
Sari L. Clay.
Emily Lazaro.
Edra Serrato.
Ramon Ivan Lopez.
Robert Martin.
Crystal Rose Casillas.
Christopher Beldy.
Elisa Marie Estrada.
Ramiro Hernandez.
Kelly Green.
Hun Ot Tut.
Alexandra Tapia.
Kenji Mihara.
Valerie Alicia Montano.
Christina Jeremito.
Nellie Villavazo.
Dwayne E. Birdsong.
Raymond Jackson.
Brandon Kamel Marshall.
Molina Tong.
Anne Marie Plant.
Gabriela Hernandez.
Sandy Chi Kato.
Crystal Gutierrez.
Robin Victoria Robinson.
Daniel Albert Van Hoosier.
Julie K. Cobley.
Ryan M. Grafflin.
Philomena Ferreira.
Juan Manuel Soto.
Irene Guzman.
Christina Loros.
Ross Moreland.
Leonida Marie Romero.
Linda Valdez.
Ivan Ray Galermo.
Jacqueline Ochoa.
Ruben Falimon Languren.
Aliyah Cadena.
Jerry Vizcarra.
Melinda B. Cabrera.
Jed Hernandez.
Tarita Taylor.
David Ledesma.
Cosmarina Yeager.
Cesar Arciga.
Estela Arambula.
Ashley Antonetta Gant.
Alex Ron.
Latika Mohan.
Chalisa Renee West.
Sothiri Pet.
Cecilia Musat.
Amanda Hanks.
Lashonda Love.
Adrian John B. Abelera.
Nara Main.
Jerime M. Ivale.
Chandrea D. Davis.
Jessica Stephanie Mendoza.
Alvarado Briseño.
Megan Ray Cross.
Tiffany Wiles.
Rada Butler.
Olaf Sobansky.
Stephanie Brown.
Julissa Romero.
Diamond Marie Anderson.
Courtney Hanson.
Felicia Nunley.
Edgar Felix Duarte.
Lindsay Ann Stover.
Chelsea Brainerd.
Daniela Cisenio Logan. Excuse me.
Teresa Avila.
Nakia Reneo. Excuse me.
Rodolfo Lopez.
Cassandra Atalig.
Treva Hawthorne Gilbert.
Kelsey Marie Sigler.
Lataviona Marshall.
Nora Jimenez.
Marla Isabal.
Roxana Delgado.
Shanita Armstrong.
Chrysithia Harris.
Patricia Carrion.
Joanna Barrera.
Daryl Moani Pitchford.
Tracy Bowie.
Veronica Vega.
Jasmine Danielle Windsor.
Gavin Centeno.
Dominica Salas. Jerry Toro. Maria Soreno. Brittany Padilla. Mary Roberts. James Gaither. Aaron Chan. Ivana Woodard. Gilbert Acosta. Patty McKimmey. Orphanelise Ambrose. Desiree Tessier. Tessier. Okay.
Okay, let's give one more great big round of applause to the graduating class of Long Beach City College 2011. Can you hear me? Congratulations to the class of 2011, Long Beach City College. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay. Following the singing of the college alma mater, the platform party will recess from the staging area. Our faculty and graduates will follow our college mascot, Oli, to the after-graduation reception, where there will be food, music, and photo opportunities, along with a chance to meet and greet the faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, in the stands at the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, you will be able to join your graduate by exiting the stadium through the tunnels and proceeding to the reception area. Simply follow the signs, and the ushers will also direct you. We ask that you please do not leave the stands and come down onto the track. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, the words of the college alma mater are located in your program. Please rise and sing along with Dr. Gary Scott, the Dean of Creative Arts and Applied Sciences, with wonderful music provided by the Long Beach City College Brass Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Brian Hamilton. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fair alma Thank you.